Story, story, story. Once upon a time. There was once a wealthy woman in a respected community. She was known for her kindness, her generosity, and her open doors. People loved her. Life had been good to her. She had one son. He was her pride, her joy, and her heart's beats. But one day, death came uninvited and took her son. The woman was broken. She refused to accept it. She wrapped her son in cloths and carried him from house to house begging. Please, she cried. Please, she cried. Help me wake my son. He is only sleeping. Some people wept with her. Some shook their head in silence. Others turned away, helpless. Finally, someone said, "There is a holy man, a wise teacher. If anyone can help you, it is him." So she went. The priest looked at her, saw her pain. His heart softened towards her. And he said, "I will help you awaken your son. But first, bring me a mustard seed." Her face lit up with hope. But he added gently, "The mustard seed must come from a house that has never known death. No father lost, no mother buried, no siblings died, no child taken. Bring it before sunset." The woman nodded eagerly and set out. The first house she went to, she knocked. "Please," she said, "do you have a mustard seed? But first, tell me, has anyone died in this house? Ever died?" The woman inside paused, then sighed. "My father died last year." The grieving woman nodded sadly and walked away. She went to the second house. Then she knocked. Same question. The man replied, "We lost our first child during childbirth." Her heart tightened. She thanked him and then moved on. She went to the third house. "Yes, we can give you a mustard seed," they said. "But my husband died suddenly 2 years ago." She couldn't speak. She just bowed her head and left. She moved on to the fourth house. She did not even finish asking her question before the woman inside said, "My mother, my sister, and my son, they all died at once." At that same moment, something shifted. House after house, doors after doors, every home had a story. Different faces, different pains, but same truths. By evening, her feet were heavy, her eyes swollen, not just from crying, but from understanding. She sat down for the first time since her son died, and she wept. She wept bitterly, not just for her alone. She returned to the priest with empty hands. "I could not find any single house," she said quietly, "where death had not visited. Every family has lost someone." The priest looked at her and asked softly, "What did you learn?" She replied, "I learned that my pain is not special, that loss is not a punishment, and that death comes to all of us, rich or poor, loved or forgotten." The priest then nodded. "Death is inevitable," he said, "but suffering becomes more heavier when we believe we are alone. Your son is not the first to die, and you are not the only mother to grieve." At that moment, she understood. She could not wake up her son, but she awakened herself. And with that understanding, she found peace. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something, because I learned that pain is not a sign that life is unfair to you alone. And loss is a language every human being must come to understand. When the woman searched for a house that had never known death, she found none. And in that discovery, she found healing. Because grief shared by humanity or many becomes lighter to carry. Here is a word for you today. If you are grieving tonight, if your heart feels heavy and tired, please remember this. You are not weak for hurting. You are not alone in your pain. This season will not erase you. You will rise again, and you will rise wiser, softer, and stronger. Now, take a deep breath in and out. Rest your heart, because tomorrow still holds the light. Thank you for listening, and have a good night's rest.